Welcome back to another episode of Just One Fern. Luke's not here to a whole lot of talk about a whole lot of nothing, and Max is here today. Yesterday, 6/25, D-Day, I was diagnosed with celiac disease.
Let's go!
Yeah, baby!
Diagnosis.
Hey.
And Lucas decided to celebrate by eating pizza next to me.
Yeah, I kind of just wanted to,
Oh,
remind you.
I'm drinking beer also.
Yeah,
And Max is having a beer. You're
I'm
having pizza.
It's like it's like you can understand how tough it is for us.
I saw you eat a Cheez-It.
Yeah,
Those have gluten.
correct.
I already talked to him about this. He's not stopping yet.
I'm not
He
stopping
knows
yet.
that he's not stopping.
Okay, I'm not stopping yet.
yet.
I'm stopping after the 4th of July.
Aaron, you're hurting yourself.
I've been hurting myself my whole life apparently. So like, what does it matter?
But it didn't kick in until college, we think.
I think it kicked in college. Yes.
I'm sorry. Am I beating you to your own punch?
No, no. You can punch me all you want, but it's more of like, I just don't like the way you say it.
Say what?
Beating me to the punch. Like it's just the way you go about it.
Say what again?
Just punch me if you're gonna. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. It's fine. Whatever.
No,
But
are you saying if I want to make fun of you, I should make fun of you?
just fucking do it, man.
Okay.
Oh.
I knew it. You couldn't take it. I know you couldn't take it.
I can't take it.
Here, I got one. I got a pop shot
Yeah,
for
go
you.
ahead.
I bet you got your church intestines hooked up now. Because they're full of holes from your fucking shitty disease that you have. From eating gluten products.
Gluten products.
Hell yeah,
for my
dog.
entire life.
Hell yeah.
My diet is, I'd say,
Mostly
70% gluten.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Like,
There's a glut of gluten stuck
yeah,
down there.
you could look in my cabinet right now, and there's bread, flour tortillas. Is oatmeal gluten?
Some
gotta
of
be.
it is.
This one
What?
probably.
Yeah. Some of I've been
It's oats.
researching.
Fridge full
I've been
of beer.
Anxiety researching for Aaron.
It's oats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Why is there gluten in oatmeal?
They'll cover the oats and flour so they don't stick together. They do the same thing with gum, and I actually have a
Don't you
follow up on
want
that
oatmeal
later.
to stick
Okay.
together for its consistency?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you'd
sure.
think so.
Yeah.
You'd think so. But Aaron, if
sorry.
if I could pick one person I've ever known whose life would be most affected by celiac disease, it would be you.
You are Italian.
Thank you.
after all.
I appreciate that.
You are
No, that means a
Italian.
lot to me. Yeah, it's me for sure. I don't know. It sucks, but it's all. Oh yeah, you got. Oh,
I got
nice.
sauce
Wow.
on the back of the
Yeah.
microphone.
Casualty.
Give it. You know what's crazy to me about this whole celiac thing is that when I found out, I was relieved because
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I finally have something I can like grab onto that could possibly be a reason why I'm feeling like shit. I'm like,
Yeah,
like,
dude.
thank God.
Honestly,
Like generally, it's a good thing.
I
It's
was-
a really good thing that you
I'm
found out.
excited, dude. You're
Yeah.
gonna upgrade probably your mental health from
I hope
this
so.
too. Because like if your body is constantly basically in a fight or flight disaster area
Yeah.
mode, trying to clean up your fucking BP oil spill
Yeah.
of your guts right now,
Yeah.
and then you know what? You're going in there and you're cleaning off all the oil soaked ducks with Dawn dish soap.
Yeah. Yes,
That's
I
what
am.
you're doing right
I am.
now. You're cleaning them off
And
with your
it's
little dish gloves on.
It's awful.
Yeah.
I just the way that they said I was worried at first because they said like, your intestines don't really look. I had an endoscopy on last Friday, and they were like, your intestines don't look as bad as we normally would see with
Oh.
celiacs. And I
'Cause normally
think that's
people don't go
because it
unless it's
like
like-
kicked in late in life. I think that's why.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
it builds like damage. It's not like
Yes.
constant. Okay.
So like apparently my intestines, my small intestine, a lot of it, like especially at the beginning of it, is very smooth when it's not supposed to be smooth. It's supposed to be very rippled
Right.
and,
You
like,
should have the little hairs or
should
whatever.
kind of
on
look like
it.
a tongue apparently.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
have like buds and stuff like that, and mine was very smooth. But yeah, they took like some biopsies of
Wow.
my innards.
Wow.
And they were like, yeah, celiac.
Wait. So
Wow.
they don't diagnose based on the damage they see. They diagnose based on.
Some tests they like
Some other
took
tests
they
they
like
take?
took out like like a little piece of my intestine in my stomach, and they like tested it.
Because it's genetic, right?
It is genetic,
Okay.
which is crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, from what I know, no one in my family has ever once got diagnosed with this.
Well, dude, here's the thing: is like,
But
okay,
it can
might not
live
know.
dormant. It
People-
can
Oh,
live
okay.
dormant.
people who are older than 40 don't believe that celiacs is real.
Yeah,
I have
that's
never,
fair. Yeah.
ever
Yeah.
met a person older
Yeah.
than 40 who's been like, oh, that's so terrible. I'm so glad that you got treatment. They're
Yeah.
always like, oh, you fucking pussy, man. I'm going to eat some bread. Why? You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
always like, it didn't exist when I was a kid. This is a classic
That's
thing.
it's always.
It's like,
we
there
were
were no
fine.
autists
Yeah.
when I was a kid. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, your best friend has a train garage
Yeah.
where he wears a little conductor cap and he
Yeah.
makes all, like, come on, man.
Yeah.
So, like, I think that it's the same, dude, it's the same thing. Gay people, same thing with trans people. It's like,
Yeah.
it just wasn't societally acceptable and it wasn't widely known. And that's why people didn't have it. They didn't
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah.
It'd be like in medieval times, if you had celiacs, there were probably lots of people with celiacs, and it's like he died of a broken heart in the night. You know, like this. It's like, no, bro, his fucking intestines exploded because he eats bread and wheat, and that's
And
it.
his name
Like-
was Lazy Brian.
yeah.
Because they're like, oh, he's just
literally-
lazy.
All
Yeah.
they
He
do
doesn't
is
want to
drink
work.
beer and eat bread, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I wonder why he died.
Your name was just what you did at the time. with
Yeah,
your-
yeah.
just lazy Brian eating bread.
Lazy, woeful Brian.
I'm Farmer Mitch.
I want to eat, but I feel bad after I eat. Grow up.
Yeah.
Grow up.
Grow up.
Yeah.
The king's giving you bread, so be happy about it.
Back in my day, depression didn't exist. That's my favorite.
Everyone's
grew
smoking
pair.
and drinking.
We didn't,
like
we weren't
chains-
depressed.
Yeah,
We
that's
weren't
classic.
sad. We manned up.
Yeah,
That's always funny to me.
that's a classic.
And people
Um,
had nervous breakdowns.
Yes.
And they'd disappear completely
they're like,
for some
they're like
reason.
people didn't have depression, schizophrenia. That didn't exist back then. It's like, oh yeah, everyone in the postal service in the '90s shooting up the fucking post office. They're like,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. They must have just snapped like a
He must have just
crazy
snapped.
person.
Yeah. It's yeah. So
It's-
anyway,
But anyway,
they strapped me all up. They went inside me. They figured me out. And
they bent you over a barrel and they reamed you.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But I have a question.
Yeah, go
So the way I understand it, I've done no research in this part.
Okay.
Going in with a clean slate.
No, yeah,
Okay.
and I like
is that, it's a spectrum.
Mm.
So you're on a spectrum.
We're talking about celiacs.
We're talking about
Got it.
Yes.
No, we're gonna come back to this as something else too.
Yeah,
But
we'll talk
Well, Aaron, I'm glad
glad that
two people you love are here.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
No, so
It's like the episode when we diagnosed Max with
Dude, rip to that mindset, dude. I do not have autism.
That was
I
such a
don't
funny
have autism.
episode.
I really got caught up in it, dude.
okay, so it can be like just like gluten intolerant to like full blown celiacs, and then like I've known people who like eat gluten and they like are sick for a week.
Mm-hmm.
Is that due to like build up over time? Is it due to some people being more sensitive? Like, what is that? Do you know?
I don't know much yet.
Okay.
I now have an appointment with someone who specializes in celiacs who will be able to like talk, and a nutritionist that is going to be able to like talk me through like
Okay.
how bad
What
it could be,
means.
or like what you know. But basically, I won't know until I cut it out, and then I have it again. Like I won't know how bad it is
Right.
because
Oh,
my
no.
body is. Oh no!
Bro, my phone overheated.
So I don't know much about it. I have a meeting with a specialist to talk about it. But so I think because I've had it my entire life and I haven't stopped, there hasn't been a moment where like I've, taken a huge break from gluten.
Mhm.
So I think that means my body is just very used to being poisoned. If
Right.
that makes sense.
Right.
It's like
Yeah.
at just a constant state of
Alert.
why are you doing this to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which makes a lot of sense because every time I eat, I feel like I could either sleep for 10 hours afterwards or I'm like, my stomach is gonna kill me.
You get like
it's gonna
really
kill me.
bloated, like is bloating a
Very
thing? So yeah,
bloated.
what's the symptom? You get like a like
get very
you get head
bloated.
fog kind
Yes,
of stuff.
head
Okay,
fog.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Aaron, I just think of you after the pod. Like I feel like generally like you'll eat
mhm.
and then you're like, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
yeah, like
right now.
like that'll happen when I just eat lunch. If I have like a sandwich, I'm like, why do I feel like I ate a 4-course meal at
Oh my
like a
gosh.
steakhouse?
Damn.
Yeah, you feel super bloated. Yeah, it's
Your body's built up. So there's
Yeah.
antibodies or something, right? Isn't that what's going on?
I
It's like
think
a-
yes, it's like
yeah.
an
Gluten
increased
antibodies.
amount of
An immune
this one
response.
antibody that doesn't break down gluten or something like that.
I think that was the first test you took. You sent me the
the
thing,
blood.
looked it
Yeah,
up.
I
It
have
was
a
like-
blood test, and it was like on a scale of like 1 to 25. I had like 22.5, and normal people have like 0 to 4. So
Right.
So they were
Damn,
like
right.
they were
Okay.
like you You probably have it.
Yeah.
So then we did the endoscopy, and then they did the biopsy. And to be honest, she gave me a little bit of hope that it wouldn't be, and I was pissed about that. I was like, no. Like, don't make me think you're not going to tell me I have celiac.
Be
because
real.
one, I've been binging gluten, thinking it's over for me. Like, so I'm like, if I have done all of this and eaten so many calories for nothing, I'm going to be pissed. But also, like, I don't think I would have been in a good place if I had heard you don't have this and we still don't know what is fucking you up. I'd been like,
dude.
Yeah, that'd be worse.
You
Because
got
then it's
knocked
like,
down. Somebody shoved a tube down your throat, and they're like, "No,
yeah.
we don't know.
we didn't see
We don't
it."
know.
That would have been
2 years
insane.
later, you have thyroid cancer.
Yes.
Oh, God, Max.
Okay, I shouldn't have said that. I don't know what my intended effect was to say that. I don't, because I realized
Well, I mean,
partway through it wasn't funny. I'd known someone who's our age who had thyroid cancer. It's
No,
not funny.
No, I see,
It's
but I
not
see where your
funny.
head was at. No, look, I see the bit. I see the bit.
The bit is there wasn't funny
The
enough to
bit is
justify
Max
being so
wants
dark.
me to have cancer.
Yeah.
He's hoping
I have Munchausen by proxy with Aaron. I'm gonna keep you like fucking
Wait,
was that little
doesn't that
girl's
mean
name?
I have Munchausen by proxy, or you're trying to give me
I
cancer?
have Munchausen by proxy. Munchausen syndrome is when
What are you
I
talking about?
Munchausen by proxy.
Okay, listen. So Munchausen syndrome is when you are constantly sick in order to get attention, and you make believe illnesses, and you're constantly being treated. Okay, but Munchausen by proxy is Gypsy Rose's mom, where
Oh,
you like
okay,
the
okay.
attention on someone else so that you feel like you're helping them, and you're living through them vicariously for the attention. So like Gypsy Rose would like have all her teeth pulled, even though there was literally nothing wrong with her, all sorts of shit. That's why her mom got stabbed.
Yes. Stabbed
Well,
to death by
Do you know about the Gypsy Rose thing?
You didn't. We've talked about Gypsy Rose.
I
on
know,
the
I knew
pod.
about that. I forget she killed her.
She hooked up with a guy
Yes,
online
the guy.
and started dating, and she convinced him to kill her mom for her
Yes.
because she was keeping her held captive and torturing her.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he
Yeah.
stabbed her 37 times or something.
Yeah.
He's a hero.
Honestly,
That's-
justified.
That's
I
what
hate
He's
a
a
lot
hero.
of people
Yeah.
said.
I'm
That's what
sorry.
A lot
Yeah.
of people said. Yeah.
She deserved
He
it.
did go
She
to
deserved
jail, right? Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did.
No, he.
They both
Oh,
did.
they both did. Yeah, that's right.
And she just got out.
Is he still in jail?
No,
I-
we had a whole. Remember, we had a whole talk about her and her new boyfriend. They were posting videos, and they were like,
Yeah.
we
we did
have
talk
sex.
about this.
And
Yeah.
it was like,
She's got this
That was
little hot
gross.
voice.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm Gypsy Rose.
yeah,
It's
it's a
like,
lot.
ugh.
It's a lot. Ooh.
I
Yeah.
thought that was like a
Who let her in?
hair metal song.
No,
Gypsy Rose.
no, that sounds. Yeah.
That would be an awesome. No, you're thinking of You're thinking of "Kiss from a Rose" by Seal.
Yes.
Probably.
I can pay you to kiss from a rose and a king. You don't know this. You've never heard
It's
this
okay.
song. You don't know the song.
I love that song.
That was a very sunny moment. That'd be something like one member of the gang
Charlie,
tries
yeah.
to join in.
You don't know
You're
the
like,
song.
You don't know
You've
the
never
song.
heard
You
the
don't
song.
know the song. Stop singing the song.
This guy doesn't even get us, man. We're talking about you.
But I get you guys.
You get backstabbed, Charlie.
I get you guys. I totally get you. Yeah,
I know some of these words.
Any one of them would do that bit, besides maybe Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, back to my celiac.
Anyway, back to your
I'm
condition.
sorry about your pooper, dude. That sucks.
It's not. Well, it's not my pooper.
Dude, your shitter is full. I'm so sorry. Your shitter is sick.
Dude, his exhaust kicked the shit.
The
man.
sickly shitter.
It's wild. The sickly shit.
Okay. I have to.
I'm sorry.
I
No,
have
it's
to
fine.
pry a little bit. What do you notice now that you know this after you eat gluten? Are your poops bad? Is it a poop thing or is it a?
My poops.
Do you get like
have always been
diarrhea? Or
bad.
what? They've always been bad. You're always
So
you're
I
always
can't. I don't
spray
know.
painting
Again,
the
I don't
bowl.
know what's going to happen. I don't know the changes that will happen. I don't know what's because of it. What's not
You might
because
have
of
normal
it.
shits now.
Yeah. Who's to say?
Yeah.
God.
Are you gonna do a vlog?
A vlog.
Celiac
of my first,
vlog?
Of celiac vlog.
It's a
You
good
said-
niche to get into.
Maybe.
There's like 1,000 autism vlogs. You got to get into celiacs vlog.
Maybe I need to get into a celiac vlog.
Just another day of not eating gluten. Hey guys,
It's just a normal day.
having some
but I'm just
avocado.
not having
Avocado
gluten.
not on toast. I'll use
Just-
tortilla
I
wrap.
eat an avocado like an apple.
You get really into Whole Foods, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start going to Trader Joe's, I think, because they have really good gluten-free stuff from what I've heard.
I've heard that.
Nice.
I've also heard that.
That's sick.
And Cassie's coworker just got diagnosed also.
Wow.
All right.
It's
Try to steal my thunder.
I'm just.
fuck, dude?
running rampant
Saying
in
they-
You're
the
they
bringing
streets
might-
of
that
New
up
York.
now. Let me shine for a little bit.
Everybody has celiacs now. Thanks, Zoran.
Yeah.
So what? This person has celiacs now.
Well, yeah. Well, they just might have. I don't know.
They might or they do.
They do. They might have. That's all right. I was gonna say they might have stuff that you might be interested in.
What do
Maybe
they
you
have?
guys could link
What do
up
they
and
have?
talk.
Celiacs? Because I have that. You just want to
Food.
You
They
just,
might have food
You
to
don't
eat.
care a single
We're
bit
trying
about
to
me
get
having
you
celiacs.
help.
You are throwing it out the window.
Oh my god.
Aaron, there's a 12-step program for people like you, and it's really saved
He's
people's
not ready.
lives.
He's not ready.
I'm on step 11.
He's not.
Step 12 is murder. Okay.
program.
I'm close.
And I'm this fucking close. I'm this close.
Programming. Yeah, and no, that stinks to hear.
Yeah, that sucks.
It wasn't about her. It was about saying they might also have.
Yeah, then
food
why'd you
can
bring
eat.
it up?
I brought it up because he's saying he needs to find new food to eat, and I was saying I know somebody else who might have the condition, who might be able to help. But Aaron, I just remember that Aaron has a close friend who has it, who can help much better than I could through Cassie. So, when do you stop? When are you gonna stop? When are you gonna stop eating it?
I appreciate it. I appreciate the love.
It was love.
No, yeah, no,
No,
I
it
feel
was love.
I feel it. Can you feel the love in this room? Because I can.
God, I'm bursting.
Yeah,
I'm eating because I'm
I
really
can tell.
uncomfortable.
That's why you need that pizza box over you. But what? But
Is it?
I
Weird?
do have
Is it a
someone that can
weird
help.
plate?
That can help me
Yeah, well, go ahead.
Yeah, what's up?
with like no. I have like someone that can help me with like finding gluten stuff because I do know someone that has.
I was right about that.
You were
Good.
right, yes.
Okay, good.
Hmm.
Good.
Yeah. So you're vindicated.
Thank you. So July 5th is the date?
I think July 5th is when I'm going to officially start because I can't not have a dog.
Dude,
Honestly,
you have
July
you have
4th
to.
is a good place to have a last hurrah. Yeah.
It's like
It
the
just makes
halfway
sense.
point of the year, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Hams and hots.
Yes, I am having a goodbye gluten gathering.
yes, you are.
And I'm gonna.
very excited
I'm gonna
about
eat
that.
gluten
excited.
and I'm gonna drink beer.
Goodbye.
And are we're supposed to bring gluten items?
Yes, please.
Okay, doesn't matter what.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what.
Freshly harvested threshers of wheat I will bring to the party.
I would love more Cheez-Its. So Max, if you want to bring more Cheez-Its, please do.
Like archaic Irish?
I've got threshers of grain the size of a large basket.
We
A
are
version
all
on
over the
Gaelic.
place today.
You help me harvest and you can eat and drink from it.
What's happening today?
You're going to drink barley. I didn't have any-
Barley soup.
Max, you're next for a diagnosis.
What?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Lucas
I
is
just
diagnosed with something. I've just been
Yeah.
diagnosed. You're up.
you got to get something, man.
Figure something out, bro.
I was pretty close with the autism, but that's not a thing.
Yeah.
Did
right.
you try?
Yeah,
Did you even try?
I did. They
You
said
defeated.
I don't have it.
Okay.
Wait, really?
You talking about the people online or real doctors?
No, I did. Okay.
Because
Let me
that's
explain.
important
I
distinction.
did
Max,
talk.
you
I
got to
did
get
s-
off TikTok.
I know. I am off TikTok. I am off TikTok. I did speak to a therapist
Oh, good.
about my mental health,
Oh, good.
and she thinks
Oh.
that I am just a highly sensitive person,
Mm.
which is a real thing.
Hmm.
But there's basically nothing I can do about it. So
Okay.
'Cause,
So
like-
this therapist seems helpful.
it doesn't quite fit into it because like it is a temperament and it is something that can be like sussed out. But like if you're autistic, there's like certain things you can do to help,
Mhm.
or like care tactics that you can perform. Oh my
Mhm.
god.
Oh my God! What happened?
throat?
What happened? Fill in.
don't
No,
know.
you're eating too.
No,
Okay.
Aaron, he's highly sensitive.
Guys,
Sorry, I'm
sensitive.
sorry.
But then
As he was just attacking me for my stomach.
it's like
problems.
some symptoms of ADHD and some symptoms of autism
Mhm.
can sometimes overlap, but like I'm not like so socially inept to be like, okay, this is like but it's also not quite ADHD because like I generally have like a grasp on executive function. Like it's not typically that type of issue. And I know I do have depression issues that I've had in the past.
Mhm.
And so
I thought you were breaking
I
up.
thought he was trying.
and the best.
I
No,
got really nervous
I don't know
for
what the
a
hell
minute.
happened to my throat just now.
I didn't mean to.
Thank you.
I didn't listen. I didn't mean to bring anything up. There's like,
Thank you for being candid. Yeah.
But it's it's just very specific, and there's not really much to do besides it's like, hey, if you're feeling a little overstimulated, just go lay down in a dark room. And it's like, I work for a living,
yeah,
and I have things to do. So like, I can't
that's
like
crazy.
I can't spend my whole life just like being like, oh, I need some peace and quiet. It's like, bro, I live in the city.
Yeah, dude, you live
Peace and quiet doesn't exist
Yeah.
here.
It's the opposite of that. It's,
Yeah.
it's hustle and bustle all
Yeah.
day. But
Yo,
I
it is.
I disagree with that idea that there's nothing to do. Right?
Well, it's not that there's nothing.
It's just that
It's
there's
just
not.
like
It's not.
it's just like I can't be
right?
prescribed something that's going to fix my problem. Do you know what I'm
Right,
saying? It's like I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
like I just have to make lifestyle changes that prioritize like having extra time to wind down or like
Right.
process things that are
Right,
happening.
right.
Okay.
Or like
And that's pretty
learn
much it.
more tools to have at your disposal.
Yeah,
in your tool belt.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
like, damn, I just have to do extra shit on top of everything else. It's like, so it's kind of unsatisfying.
Yeah.
No,
That's how it goes.
But like,
Yeah.
It's
that
just
is
sensory
strange to me
sensitivity.
that
Sensory
like
sensitivity.
maybe there's
sucks,
something that
Yeah.
can't be done to fix, but like there's nothing that can be done to like assist. You know what I mean? Like, like the medication Lucas is on isn't to fix him; it's to assist in his day to day life.
I was thinking about this today. I was like, it doesn't make me normal.
Mm-hmm.
Just literally, I'm not like literally. Come on, look at me, look at me.
That's just a cool move, dude.
Look at me.
Dude,
I don't know.
That's just really cool, and I'm proud of you.
If that's not normal, I don't want to be normal. That's what I'm saying.
That's for sure.
I was just like,
Preach.
I was like, it just helps.
Yeah.
It just helps.
Yeah.
It's just a little extra, little something. But that's the thing. It's like if you think about it, like if you could prescribe something, it's a chemical that exists.
Yeah.
It's not like a puzzle piece, like I feel like
Right.
generally think of
Yeah.
medicine as puzzle pieces. Like,
Yeah.
I have this problem, this is the solution.
Right.
That's not how that
No,
works. It's
no.
like we've found that this can be helpful,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not like it addresses issue A, B, C, D. Like
Yeah.
Yes.
it's
right.
not. There is no solution.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah.
It's a shitty way to shitty, but it's like not a great way to look at it.
But
It's just
the fucked up thing too is there's other things that I want to try to like assist because like the biggest problem that I've faced in the past is definitely been depressive episodes.
Mhm.
Like that's been my main thing is like, it'd be like at its worst several months at a time where it's like I have zero joy in anything that I'm doing, etc. And I wanted to try TMS. Have you seen TMS?
No.
It's transcranial magnetic stimulation.
this is cool.
Dude, it's crazy. They put your head in this machine and it uses magnetic pulses to stimulate parts of your brain
Whoa.
to basically make, because like the problem with depression is that you get into this mode you get into a rut of sadness that's very hard to escape from.
Yeah.
So it literally forces new connections to be made in your brain to
Okay.
give you a new perspective on things, basically. And it is so effective.
Oh.
It is so effective, but your insurance won't cover it unless you have tried multiple different antidepressants or tried other different things. I don't want to go on antidepressants. So I'm just like, I don't want to do that. So I'm just like, I don't know. So it's a big thing, dude. It's one of those things where it's like, it's such an abstract problem that I have
Yeah.
in my life. That's like not something where it's like, oh, you can't focus. Here's some meth, or like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, they
it's
always
like,
throw something at you. Like I've tried a billion medications for the past few years, and like there's always so many side effects of each of them. And
Yeah.
it's like, well,
Always.
then,
Yeah.
is it really helping me? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
we'll help you with this problem, but it might give you a new one.
yeah, that's the thing.
Help you
That's
ready
the
for that one. You ready to be irritable all the
It's
time?
always a trade-off, dude. It's
ready to
fucked
always
up.
be angry.
Oh,
Yeah.
your dick doesn't work.
Oh, yeah.
Why is that always
That's
the
all
thing?
of them.
It's like,
By the way,
that's
that's
all of them.
all
All
of
of
them.
them.
All
It's
of them.
crazy.
It always says on the bottom of the screen.
Your penis will stop working. Damn.
I don't care how much. I don't care how much you want it. No.
Well, that's not helping me feel
It
better.
won't work. You guys don't get it. It's not working.
You don't get it. You just don't get it.
You don't get it.
Never been me though.
When I
Never been me.
couldn't
be me. Said that to somebody at the post office once.
What?
About your penis?
No.
Jinx, you want me to go?
Go ahead.
No. They just said they're just mad.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
post office workers are. I'm sorry. Can we come
Was
back?
it this post office?
Yeah.
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 I'm
Yeah.
sure they get some characters.
That was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. great.
That was very great. Yeah, yeah.
So great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Giddy up.
She was just like, nobody ever comes in here prepared, and I was like, yeah, it couldn't be me. As I was like filling out the form she handed me that I needed
I'm
to
not
have ready.
medicated yet.
Wouldn't matter if I was.
That's so funny.
Wouldn't matter.
When I got my endoscopy done, they had to put like this thing in my mouth that was basically like a ball gag because they had to like put the camera through there to like dig out parts of my intestines. And so they were like, it was insane. No, it was crazy. They were like, so first of all,
Did
It's
they
like
tie
it's
you
a
up?
big red rubber ball. They're like, is this a part of the?
It's hold on.
Yeah, strapping you down with black leather straps. Now don't move.
Yeah. No, that's basically what happened. There was this
You're like
moment
a suckling pig on the table.
where they put all the heart monitors on me, and the heart monitors, they like had to avoid the different like parts. I'm just gonna keep talking if you guys want to do. So you just had to put like the heart monitors on me, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna avoid your hair." They didn't. So like,
No.
and then they took like fucked up my IV like 3 times.
They
And
always
like,
do.
really fucked
Dude, that
me
was
up.
really bad. You showed me that.
They messed me up.
Yeah.
They messed me up. And so then they take me in and they're like, all right, turn on your side. I was like, okay. And they're like, we're going to put oxygen on you. They were like hooking me up to all these machines. And then he's like, move your head up. And I was like, okay. And he puts this strap around my head with the ball gag and it sticks in my mouth. And it has like an open hole. So I'm like, and then the one nurse comes over and she's like, this is just as a precaution. And she's like strapping me in, like,
No,
Like-
no way, you got strapped.
like
You-
strapped. And I'm like,
No.
Holy shit.
like, okay, what's gonna happen? And then they're like, we're putting the medicine in you now. And then I just passed out. And then I woke
Wow.
up back in the room.
Wait, but would you wake up tied up still? Or
No,
Oh.
I woke up just
Did
back
they
in my
expect
bed.
you to
hospital?
wake up
Just
in my bed,
swinging
yeah.
or what?
No, I just woke up
Wait, in your
very,
hospital bed?
very peacefully. Just
That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
and my doctor was talking to me. I couldn't hear a single thing she said. I apparently was talking to her, and I don't remember.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry, Aaron. That's like the start to a horror movie. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's dude, it's
crazy.
insane. the
You
amount
wake up and you're the third in the fucking human centipede,
Yeah,
dude.
literally.
You want to be
Yeah.
at the front of the human centipede.
That was my
the
biggest
best
fear.
behaved ones are at the front.
Yeah,
Will
my
they
biggest
switch you
fear
around?
Yeah.
was
Yeah, the worst is the second.
Where were we?
I laughed the whole time.
to be honest,
you got
I don't know.
ball gagged and tied up,
Correct.
which is I'm sorry, that's
That's
hilarious.
hilarious. Yeah.
I'm
They just
sorry,
have to.
that's
They
so
have to do
funny.
so much to keep me like
Strained.
to like make sure I'm okay. I guess during it.
I mean, that makes sense.
But
Like
my biggest fear is waking up.
in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah,
Dude.
that happens.
Yeah,
that happened to me during
yeah.
my wisdom teeth.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
they put you out.
I ever
for
told
that?
you that?
No.
Yeah, yeah. Aaron. By the way, Aaron's never had his wisdom teeth. Have you had your wisdom teeth? Out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Aaron never had his out.
Mine are in.
He's a
Did they
jaw
grow, they grew
king.
straight?
Big mouth. Yep.
Got that Neanderthal blood.
It does suck sometimes. I get some things stuck way back there, and I gotta dig it out. But that's
Mine were growing in this way, so they were like,
Oh,
yeah,
that
yeah,
sounds
yeah,
like a
yeah,
problem,
yeah. That's
yeah.
typically what happens. That's why they pull them out. It's because they're
mine
like
are
growing
straight
in
as hell.
Yeah, I think
towards the other teeth. It's like
mine were
that's
kind
not
of
good.
twisted too.
Yeah.
I might have one. No way. But I woke up in the middle. I was like, I remember I went, oh. I went, oh. I started going, ow. Like I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit. I was like, that kind of hurts, man. Like, what are you doing in there? I didn't know what was happening. I remember I had no idea what was happening, but I was like, guys, that hurts. Stop.
that's.
And then the doctor went, all right, can you turn that up? Can you turn this up? Can you turn
Yeah, they're
turn
always
that
like,
back
he's
up?
waking up, he's waking up. They're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
talking to you. They're like, oh my God, nurse.
But he was under his
Nurse,
breath.
please
He's like,
add more medicine.
Nurse,
Everything is fine.
3 more beers to the IV, please.
You know, you have to bring that up now if you ever have to go under.
Really?
You should.
Oh, I bet. Do you think that means I'm tolerant?
High tolerance,
think
like a
so.
damn horse.
I genuinely think so. Like
Good for you,
they'll
dude.
like the
actually- I'm
anesthesiologist
glad you
came
said
in
that.
and she was like, "Have you ever had any problems with anesthesia before?" And that's, I assume, would be something you would have to bring up.
Oh, I thought that always meant like you got hives or something. You went crazy.
Well,
But that's also probably
that.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, my
But-
brother, whenever he got his wisdom teeth out, and he asked for extra numbing because he said he could still feel it. So to this day, like one time we went to the dentist at the same time to get our shit done, and he was driving home. And so to this day, every time he goes to the dentist, he comes out and he's like, all right, guys. All right, I'm gonna drive home. He's like drooling out of his mouth. He's like, I asked one time and I can feel it. He's like, oh, I think I bit my tongue. I can't feel it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But it's just funny. Every time he looks like a fucking stroke victim when he walks out of the dentist's office. It's so funny.
I forgot that they put you under for that though. I thought that was just like they just numbed your face.
You can choose.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I knew a girl I went to high school with, and she turned into a forensic analyst or something like that, like that type of
NCIS shit.
Yeah. And she chose to not go under for her wisdom teeth because she was curious,
Oh.
and she said it was crazy. And I'm like, bro, I'm sorry, but no.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you even get a molar, like a cavity filled, and you
Yeah.
can smell the
Yeah.
tooth. It smells
that
like hair.
smell is awful.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh god,
That's a red flag. Is she
Yeah.
normal?
She's a
She was
forensic
nice.
scientist.
She's nice?
No,
We were
she's
friends,
not
yeah.
normal.
Okay.
Yeah, she's doing
You
well.
gotta
I
go
think.
look
Okay,
at
no,
fucking
no,
dead
forget
people all
me.
the time. No.
I think if you're fast, if you go into forensics, I feel like you have a certain tolerance where you're like, I want to see what's going on.
Yeah, you have like a
know what I
morbid curiosity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it must just be
yeah.
curiosity. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
We need good
Somebody's
people in
gotta
that
do it.
field. I'm
We
glad
need,
she's
Somebody's
not.
gotta
we
do
need
it.
people there. I'm glad she's there and not
Absolutely.
just out on the street.
Absolutely.
Because she'd find what she wanted to find.
That's for sure. That should be causing the thing.
It's like the drug addict.
Yeah.
They're gonna get it.
Exactly.
We might as well give it to them.
Give her back her wisdom teeth.
Guys,
Repull 'em.
guys, okay, this is reminding me of something. I
Okay.
just watched this video, and it was talking about this guy who is a surgeon in Texas. And he worked his way up the ranks to be a neurosurgeon.
Okay.
And somehow he basically skated through without anyone realizing that he had no clue what he was doing.
Okay.
And he ended up getting hired in Texas to do as a neurosurgeon. And he had like this weirdly good reputation, but like other doctors were like, I don't think this guy knows what he's doing. And he started operating on people, and he maimed or killed like 12 different people.
Oh my
Like,
god!
what?
Dude, like he would like the stories of the people who were victimized by this man are harrowing. Like every single time it would be like, we're going in for spinal surgery. Oh, he woke up and he can't move his legs because he's just in there cutting away at shit. He doesn't know what's
my
happening. He's like
God.
leaving screws in places that there shouldn't be screws and shit
Bro.
like that. Dude, the lawsuit, and like he lost his job at one hospital because of this, and he resigned. He was like, I'm so sorry, like whatever else. And then he got a job at another hospital, and he like killed 2 people.
Oh my God.
It's like fucking crazy. Like he would leave shit in.
How did it get to 12?
I think
How
it was
is that
I think it
possible?
was total 12. But dude, and it was one of these things where like for some reason doctors and surgeons don't like talking shit about other doctors and surgeons because like shit happens. You know what I mean? Like if you're doing surgery with someone and something goes wrong and someone dies, you don't want to be like, you're a bad surgeon. It's like things happen, right?
Yeah.
But it was just one of those things where enough times in a row and people were like, dude.
This is
Yeah.
And then it turned out that he was like a drug addict and he was like going on cocaine benders and like he was bringing in so much money for the hospital that people were just kind of like, listen, he's bringing in like $2 million a month, like doing
What the
surgeries.
fuck?
So
Hold on,
they just
hold on.
overlooked it. It was crazy.
how many did he do right?
Yeah.
Zero.
Oh, okay.
No, none.
Then how was he bringing in money? I'm confused.
Yeah.
Because when people sign up for intense spinal surgery or like crazy surgery, Medicaid and insurance pays the hospitals fuck tons of money to do it. And he had like a $600,000 a year salary, but the hospital was making like, I don't know, like $100 million off of this guy a year or something like that. So it was
That's
well
insane.
worth it for them to have him there, even though he was like maiming people. It was
Oh my
fucking crazy.
That's
God.
insane.
And he's in prison, life in prison.
Okay, good.
Good.
Because, and they couldn't quite find a link that to see. I think they ended up not having quite enough proof to prove that he was doing it on purpose, but they had enough to prove that he was a complete sociopath
Right.
and like a narcissist because
Right.
he thought that he was a neurosurgeon, but wasn't.
That's insane.
So like he would write memos and there were like notes that he would write where he was like, I'm basically a god to these people. That kind of shit's like, Jesus.
Oh my God.
It's fucking
Oh, so
crazy,
he's a
man.
sociopath.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah. This guy
Probably,
had
okay.
severe problems.
Jesus Christ. That's
He's
insane.
performing spinal surgery. It's fucking crazy,
Can
man.
you imagine?
Mm-mm.
I mean, he probably just
Wanging it in there. They're like, you just
He's like a hibachi chef in there.
Oh, nicked it. Oh, I nicked the spinal column. Well,
best way to learn experience.
yeah. Well, you gotta break a few eggs and make an omelet.
Yeah.
So which lobe is this? The frontal. Why am I in the front? Flip
Wait.
him around.
yeah.
Hey,
Sew 'em up.
sew this up.
Nurse.
Someone get the janitor in here. His brains are all over the place. Gross.
Dude,
This is gross.
Murder investigations before DNA. The fucking
yeah, but,
oh well, we have the murdered body and we have a pool of the assailant's blood. Gross. Mop it up.
Yeah.
Now back to my house, and we'll make a chalk outline of the body, and that'll be good.
and we'll be done.
And that will, yeah. You know what else that reminds me of is, have you guys seen Drake and Josh?
Yes.
Never heard of it.
Wait,
It's a fascinating show from the 1970s. You'd love it. And so there's an episode where Drake pretends to be a doctor.
Oh.
Dr. Nussbaum, I believe.
I don't remember this one.
And it's like he walks in, he puts on the coats just to get into, I think, to see a girl probably. And they're like, "Oh, you're the new doctor. You're the first."
Oh my god,
you're like the youngest doctor hijinks. Yeah, classic thing. Anyway,
that sounds good.
He almost did surgery on a toe.
How young was the girl he was going there to see?
At least like 2 or 3.
Oh,
Jesus. God.
At least. No, at least.
I said at least.
I think she was. No, I think she was 17.
No. Yeah, she was 17 backstage at the show.
She must have been 17.
God, that's the right. No, that's exactly what happened.
God.
And in the show, he's 16. Everybody, calm
guys,
down. It didn't happen during the show.
Enough.
It's not funny. What happened to me? Because I was there. Nothing. I mean, it didn't happen to me. I was just,
You were there.
I was at the show.
Your favorite day.
I think that if the people who love me saw the way I rode my bike here today to get pizza to try to be early before the show, they'd be furious. They'd be furious with the way I rode my bike.
Why?
Explain.
The amount of like all stops were like, I don't. The amount of like,
I never do that.
the amount of like buses that were piled, like they're like this far away from a car, and I'm like, I'm going right through. I'm going right past every bus.
It's very easy to get overconfident, snake in the snake in the hole.
Yeah.
Amount of yellow lights I see on the other side, where I'm like, oh, they're done. I'm gonna go now. The amount there was 2 cars that were like honking at each other like crazy, like because one wouldn't move and the other one was like trying as hard as it could to get in.
Yeah.
It was moving and I skipped in.
Oh yeah, that's a classic too.
I kept going. The sidewalks I'm getting up on.
Yep.
Honestly, the most dangerous part was riding over here with the pizza in my hand.
You rode with the pizza in your hand. I guess that makes sense. I don't know how else you'd get it over here, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
So you were just one hand in it. Did you wheelie at all? Did you pop a wheelie?
Yeah, it was all wheelie.
Wheelies are in, by the way.
Are they?
I've seen like 3 in the past few days. Yeah.
Wow.
People are wheeling.
I didn't know it was cool.
Yeah, so you gotta start wheeling.
Well, that's all I did. Okay, yeah, no, you're right. No, I could wheelie more.
You could wheelie more. You could be.
You could
the
always
guy.
wheelie more.
So here's my question to you, because I'm someone that loves you, right? So you said I'd be worried about you getting here early.
You'd be mad. Well, you'd be mad about the way I rode.
Yeah.
If you'd seen what I did, you'd be mad.
Yes. I
would pat you on the back.
I feel like I'm
now.
in a precarious situation here, Max, because I want Lucas to be here on time.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that's important to me.
Yeah.
But if Lucas gets hurt, he'll be extra late. Or we'll have to cancel.
But the thing
but as someone who loves me, you're saying this.
As someone who loves Lucas.
The thing is, though, is that Lucas could leave earlier.
Mm-hmm. That's a great point, Max, that I rarely avoid, or I usually avoid bringing up.
Why?
Because I know he needs time after work.
Let's dig into it. Okay, that is true.
We could dig into it.
He needs time.
I come right from work.
That's for sure. He sure does. You sure do, Max.
I don't know.
You sure do.
Why am I instigating this point? I really don't care.
Max
I
is
really don't care.
up stuff that we.
It's your show. So I guest on this show like once every 3 episodes. It's really not my place. I should just be like, yeah, man. You know what? Honestly,
I show up on
as
time.
someone who cares,
but as someone that loves you. If you got hurt and then you weren't here, And then that also caused us like emotional turmoil, you know, because then we're like, oh fuck, he's hurt. But then also like we didn't get our episode done. So then how are we going to get it out? And get all of our views?
I'd be sad for like 5 minutes if that happened.
You'd be so sad for 5 minutes. And those 5 minutes would be unbearable for you. And I would hate to see that. And then that'd be 10 minutes of me being upset because you were upset for the 5 minutes. And we both can't be upset at the same time.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm glad when you take your time. So I think you should be more safe. And I think you should just take your time. Honestly, you know what? Every time, go to Be Junk first. Just get some anger out there, right? I think if you can make it through Be Junk, you're good. You know what I mean? You're more likely to get hurt at Be Junk than you are just riding your bike up here.
Doing probably anything in this.
That's probably true.
Oh.
So I think that honestly, I just take your time. And be safe.
Honestly, dude, you got me kind of torqued up when you were talking about how dangerous you were being. So to be the devil on your shoulder, I think you should do more wheelies and you should ride with pizza every day.
Thanks,
and you
guys.
should get here as fast as possible. You should try and hop cars to get here. Like over the cars, like ride over them.
I could do that probably.
Like a Joseph Gordon-Levitt in that one movie where he rides a bike in New York.
Talk about Looper?
No, it's a different Joseph Gordon-Levitt movie where he's a bike
Talk about
rider.
Don John?
I don't know
think
what it's
so.
called.
You talk about 500 Days of Summer?
Couldn't be.
No.
You talk about Inception?
No.
You talk about
Third Rock from the Sun.
50-50? Yeah, that's it. No, that was the one.
Yeah, that was the one.
I loved you
Joe
saying,
Gorlev?
I got torqued up.
Torqued up? I was getting torqued.
That was awesome. I've never heard
You're
that
revving me up, brother.
I was getting torqued up.
Oh, God.
I mean, you did have my back on every single move I explained.
I did.
You're like,
I
yeah,
do the same thing. Dude, I riding in and out of work. I do the same thing every day. When I get to Greenpoint, do you think that I am going to just be safe? Because if I was safe, I'd never make it to work.
Right.
Riding to Greenpoint on my
No,
bike.
that's fair.
Fact.
The
That's a
amount
good
of
point.
construction, the amount of old Polish men crossing the street, not looking both ways. Are you
Right.
fucking kidding me right
Yeah.
now?
Right.
You have no clue.
You're right. I don't have any clue. I'm sorry you have to go through that.
It
That
is the
seems,
worst
honestly,
part of the
that
commute.
seems worse than Lucas' thing. We should go off that. So you almost die more often than Lucas does.
Dude,
As someone that loves you.
I will call my parents when I'm on the ride home because I'll just like want to chit chat while I'm biking and whatever. And there have been 3 times. No. There have been 5 times at 2 different intersections on the ride home that I have almost been seriously injured. And every single time is when I am going straight and a car decides to pull into the left lane and turn left. And no signal, no warning, no nothing. And they just barrel right in front of you. And I've screamed a couple of times.
Yeah, as you should.
And it's awesome.
Yeah.
To not be injured and to walk away safe and to be able to go, look where you're fucking turning next time is awesome.
Yeah, dude.
It's the
good
best.
It feels good. The,
New York is hell.
yell is awesome.
Dude, my fear is instantly gone and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was vindicated. You can't say shit
Right.
either. As the driver, you're just looking to get out of there.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's like I
And
can
that's
say
what they're
whatever I
gonna do.
want. I
Yeah.
can call them a pussy if I wanted to.
Are you using the city bikes?
Yeah.
And you're using your bike.
Yes.
Your bike was built for like mountains.
It's a mountain bike.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Old mountain bike.
The mountains of Bushwick and Bed-Stuy.
Built for the mountains.
You are basically going up. No, you're going downhill for most of it, are you not?
With the way here, it's mostly downhill.
Okay.
The way back is a lot of uphill.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's both.
There's like a valley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a valley. It's on some street. I don't keep
Okay.
track of them.
You don't know the streets?
Irving, if you're taking Irving from my apartment up, it is hell, dude. It is like up. And then you turn into Bushwick and you're like, ooh, and I'm whizzing down the whole way down.
Dude, isn't that
Yeah,
insane?
nice.
Yeah, take that. Wait, I'm thinking Jefferson.
Yeah.
Not your Jefferson, the other Jefferson.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
one's
that's-
a breeze.
Yeah, that one
Dude,
is this.
Having to memorize every street that there is in your town before GPS, it just blows my mind. Like I know almost all the streets in my hometown, but like
Oh my god, yeah.
that's
me
because we
too.
were like coming out of it. But like I don't know every street around here.
You could never know.
Like I
every
know
street.
my street,
No.
and I know like a few ones because of subway stops.
Yeah.
But I don't know like the names of all 5 of the streets down here. No, like if you go 5 streets down, I could maybe name one of them
Yeah.
until you get to DeKalb. And DeKalb's a main one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
after the club, I have no
Yep.
idea.
Yep.
I mean, heard of them,
Yes.
but like I couldn't order them.
Nope.
I know one of them's Palmetto
Okay.
because I used to run there.
I know Troutman is over there,
Yeah, that's Troutman. Yep.
but whenever someone brings up Troutman, I always go, "Where's?" In my head, I'm like, "Which where?"
It's like, why Troutman?
Yeah.
Why don't you use one I know?
Right.
Why don't you use an easier one for me?
But like that's how directions were.
No, that's just what
That's
it was.
insane.
You're just,
Like,
we're
so
expecting
this
to know
street,
these.
then this street, then this street, then this street,
Mhm.
and you'd be like, "Where is it? I can't see. It's so dark."
And then you miss the turn, you slam on the brakes, you whip around, pull a Yui.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been there.
That's like the London taxi driver test. I know
Oh, yeah.
you know about this.
Yeah.
You heard about this?
No.
It's fucking crazy.
So to be a taxi driver in London, I don't know if it's still true, but I know it was for a long
I
time.
think it is. Black cab drivers.
Okay.
Specifically black
Yeah.
cabs. Okay. You had to memorize every single street in London and like all of the laws around the streets. So like to take a test, you'd like to be a black cab driver in London, they give you point A and point B. They speak it out loud to you,
Okay.
and then you have to visualize your way from point A to point B and say each turn. You have to have
Oh my
every
God.
Dude,
street,
it's insane.
every turn, how long, like you go, oh, I go up 2 blocks till I hit this street, and I take a left. And like there's videos of them taking the tests. Like they speak for like a minute and a half of every street. And then
It's
they'll go, oh, wait,
crazy.
no, I can't do that because that one's one way. And I'm on the other side. They know where they are.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's
It's
crazy.
insane.
Can you imagine that?
No, I can't imagine
That's
that.
the way it
terrifying.
should be.
And London is not as easy as like New York, where everything's numbered,
sure.
right? Like there's
No, London is a
They just all have
complete
names?
clusterfuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, and they have a bunch of silly ass names. Turn right on Pork Pie Lane and take a left onto Williamshire and turn left onto Poppycock Strasse. Oh, Strasse, that's German. Sorry, guys.
sorry, dude,
It's okay.
you're so German.
Do you think that's better than GPS, like knowing all the streets?
I think it's a lot more human centric, which I appreciate. I think developing a skill set like that is a uniquely human element that can't be discounted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I like that.
And I appreciate that they're not outsourcing it, because if GPS fails, you're
fucked.
there.
You're screwed. Yeah.
And GPS, also navigation for GPS is controlled by a bunch of fucking mega tech corporations who send people down places that might not be fully the best route,
For sure. Yeah.
you know? So
That
this
does
is
happen a
another
lot.
thing that you encounter as well. If everyone's taking GPS, then you get clogs and traffic jams and bullshit like that, you know?
Right.
And so to have the mental
Yeah.
gymnastics to be able to do that's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
That
No,
is
that's a good point.
crazy.
And then you have like your working knowledge of
Yeah.
things. Like you know how things are, how they feel. You know what might feel wrong to do.
Yeah.
Taking this person X to place Y.
It might feel
Right.
wrong to go down the back alley street, do something a little crazy. It might feel wrong at first, but then you get into it and you go, "Oh no, this is all a part of the experience. This is all this is overwhelmingly going to be positive. If I can just get through the first couple of minutes of this, everything's going to be
overwhelmingly gonna
better.
be
It's
positive.
overwhelmingly, but at first it's overwhelmingly scary and weird. But then pretty soon you're in the thick of it,
You're
and
in the
you're
thick of
loving it.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Overwhelmingly-
What were we talking about?
Overwhelmingly. That's going to be overwhelmingly positive. It's like,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You've
at the
got
end of
some-
it, by the end of it, you're going to
Max,
be
you have some
making
great
different life
one-liners.
choices, man. You're going to be really thinking about your life, you know, differently. You made me laugh. You made me cry.
This episode has been insane. There's been no structure at all to this entire show.
Okay, guys, I'll try and
I've
do one
laughed
of the.
harder than I have in a while.
I'll try and do the Craigslist for memory. So there was one about.
God.
There's a guy and. Okay. I actually do have one from memory. There's someone on Craigslist Misconnections, and he says, looking for a place to buy XL Magnum condoms because all of my corner stores stopped selling XL Magnums. They only sell regular Magnums. Now, where in New York do you think this guy is from?
No.
From? I don't think he's from New York.
Where do you think he's posting from?
I think he's. Oh shit! And where do they?
On Missed Connections.
Where's
And
Danny DeVito from?
the funniest thing about this is that he's posting on Missed Connections, and his strategy clearly is to inform people that he has a dick that's so big he can't find the correct size condoms for it, so that people will reach out to him. But he's trying to like play coy about it. So where do you think that person?
I'm thinking this is Wall Street area. If I die,
Great call. That's
Yeah.
a great call.
I think this would be something that a financial bro would do to somehow give him a leg up, or a third leg up.
Okay, now that was epic. That was actually great.
I'm thinking that this is somebody who wants to believe that they sound smart. They want to think they're getting away with something, and they're not. No, I don't know anything about people from the Bronx. Don't know a single. I know two, and they moved there recently.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to say the Bronx.
And they're moving to Brooklyn.
Are they?
Yeah.
That's wonderful news.
Yep.
Oh,
You're
huge.
both wrong. It was Astoria, Queens.
Oh, of course.
We
this
should have
Astoria. That was sick.
It's really good.
They did it too. You're not gonna congratulate me.
Hey, great job.
Thanks, guys.
That was
I got diagnosed
great.
with celiacs yesterday.
So did my my girlfriend's so did my girlfriend's coworker.
Hey, that's crazy. You're not different. You're not special. Give up.
No one cares.
I genuinely, Aaron, it's oh man.
Oh,
He had too much
it's kicking
gluten
in.
again.
Yeah, it's kicking in.
It's a clue. I did. Have
We got to get him the
gluten
Narcan,
today.
dude.
It's the one cheese that I had.
Genuinely, it's taken up a lot of my thoughts.
Yeah, I
Are you
feel
being
bad.
for real or no?
Yeah,
Okay.
No, I've been thinking about it.
I've
That
been thinking
sucks,
about it a
man.
Okay.
Feel
I'm
bad.
thinking about like what that's gonna be like. That's gonna suck.
It's gonna
And
stink.
what?
No tullies.
Yeah, I know, dude.
That's the worst.
Oh,
my favorite
fuck.
thing ever. No tullies.
So again, I'll say this.
Yeah.
Because every time I say it, people go, huh, and then they forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna bring it up again. I've been told there's a pill you can take before you eat that helps.
Maybe I haven't heard of this, or no one has told me about it. So.
No, nobody has, but my boss told me he uses one.
Is it like Hims?
It must be. Is it a Hims pill?
You know Hims would have a
yeah,
gluten.
they would.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
All of the male insecurities, they have it locked down.
Yeah.
They got hair pills, they got
being,
boner pills.
yeah.
Weirdly sexual ads for their
Yes,
boner pills.
Very.
Popping up on my YouTube. I'm like, get that shit out of
Yeah.
my face,
Yeah.
dog. You're
Not
weird.
interested.
Yeah.
Not in.
Not
It's
interested.
working just fine.
I'm from Astoria, not interested. But you. But I don't know if that exists, and maybe it does, because I don't think it's like dairy intolerance where there is a pill you can take. Like, I don't know,
Right.
but
Like,
I'm not sure. I really don't know much. I diagnosed yesterday. I really don't. I just don't know much.
yeah. I'm just saying. I think about it. Keep it in
Okay,
the back of
yeah,
your head.
no, I'll
Keep it
think
in the
about
back of your head when you talk to your nutrition person.
Write it on a little Post-it.
Yeah.
Fold it up in your pocket.
I will.
Stick it in your pocket for later.
Here's what I do, and then I'll pull it. And then I'll
2
pull
weeks. They go through the wash. 2 weeks later. What's this note? Pill for gluten. Yeah. Throw it in the garbage.
It's my favorite thing you said all day. That was great.
Take out your little pen in your
You put it in
notepad.
your pocket.
Put it in your pocket.
You can put it through
wash
the
your
wash.
wash your dungarees. Pull it out later.
And go, what? Pill?
Who wrote this?
Oh my god.
Some lint in there.
This is so great.
That's great. That's great. I love that.
Because that's what happens when you
That's
write
exactly
yourself
what
notes.
happens.
No,
That's
that's what
exactly, you put it in your
happens.
pocket, you wash the pants, and then 3 weeks later, you're like, oh, yeah. Well. Forgot to do that.
It's like when you leave money in there. That's always bad.
That's, oh.
I hate when you wash your money. It's like
Oh, yeah. It's like,
but when you find change, that's sick. You're like, oh fuck yeah, I
Yeah.
got some change.
What happens to the money?
It's wet.
it's washed.
What do you
It's washed in your
It's
suit
what? It
jacket.
doesn't get cleaner.
Maybe
It
the
gets-
money gets clean. Is that what?
It's laundering.
Oh, they
Okay.
gotta put it in
Think
the
about that?
dryer. They gotta
No, that's pretty good.
dry.
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's kind of good.
Man, covered a lot of ground.
I'm gonna put that in my pocket for later.
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
This is character.
This is a Sloan original, guys.
It's
Come on,
totally
this is a Sloan
It's a
original.
Sloan. It's too good.
It's just the Philadelphia accent. It's like bad
Yeah.
Philly accent
He's so funny.
with the lisp.
He is a gold mine. Like genuinely, he is like if he could be mined,
Mhm.
I would start a company that would extort and exploit.
We
his
put
mind.
his brain into a jar and just
Yeah.
extract all of his good ideas.
I would.
Yeah.
I would. And,
Whittle him away till nothing's left.
That would be
And
good. I would like
exploit his IP.
and the
Yeah.
world would be a better place.
It would be.
It would be.
that. It would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would.
And it would.
Mm-hmm.
Be
And it
Be.
would.
a better place.
I just don't know what I'm gonna
Let's do one more thing because I want to end on something strong.
Okay.
But also, we do care about you, and I want you to get here safe.
do. I don't.
You keep
believe
bringing
you.
this
You don't
up.
believe me?
You keep bringing this up.
Me?
Me, right? Don't you think?
You brought this up thrice.
Thrice now.
I brought it up. You brought it up.
I brought it up when I got here because I felt bad.
He brought it up
No,
to
you
make
brought
us.
up the you getting here safely,
He
Right.
wanted the attention.
and I'm giving it to him.
Yeah, we
Max.
are now. Yeah, we are now. Negative attention.
But then,
Is that in your
but then,
pocket?
but then it became it became about a time thing. Then
That was because of him.
well, no, he did push it. Down. No, he
yeah,
did.
I pushed you.
That was because of
And you
him.
jumped on.
You hopped on.
Listen,
You hopped on.
I just-
Can we just get it all out on the table?
Yeah.
Can we just get it all out on the table? Okay.
All right.
Tell me.
Go ahead.
Tell me how. Tell me how what I do makes you feel. when I
Yeah.
do X, it makes you feel Y.
What's X?
When I'm late.
When you're late, it infuriates me. Uh-huh.
We're really putting it out
This
there.
is good.
Expand on
Is this
that.
good for you?
No, this is great for me. Talk about attention.
Lucas, when you're late, I feel pretty neutral, but it makes my friend Aaron mad. So by proxy, I am mad. By Munchausen, I am mad.
You're Munchausen
I
angry.
have Munchausen by proxy, Aaron being mad, so I am mad.
Okay.
No, it's-
expand, please. Expand.
No,
expand.
it's just I
There's some truth
I
right
feel
there.
no, I
Guys,
feel-
guys, please. Moderating.
No, I
please,
feel like
moderating.
I feel like my main issue with you being late
Mm-hmm.
is that we specifically moved back the time to 8:00. And
You asked for this. You asked for this. And you're laughing.
I said, would it be easier if we push back and we start at 8? And you said, yes, that'd make it so much easier. I said, cool. And then you show up after 8 all the time. And then we don't start till 8:30 because we have to set up. And there's also other people here that want to talk to you. So there's like,
That's a big issue.
I do
Yeah,
want
for
to talk to you. It's true.
Max, I'm very popular.
that's
Look at me when you're talking to me.
that's my
I'm
only
sorry.
issue.
I haven't been looking at you a lot.
That's okay. It's okay.
get fork stabbed.
Dennis scratched me.
And Aaron,
Mhm.
excellent point.
Thank you.
I mean, excellent point.
Thank
I
you.
can't really, I don't have
Mhm.
a lot to go off for that.
Yeah.
But my big issue was that I wanted to have a meal. I wanted to eat something
Right.
before I came.
That is an issue.
That is
but
huge.
however,
you know what? You're not allowed.
It's a real problem.
Yeah.
You are so selfish
Yeah.
with your
However-
meals.
my issue is I'm arrogant.
Yeah.
I think no, I'm
No,
not.
I get it. No. Continue with this.
I think I can do way more in the amount of time that I have than I can.
I know you do. I know you do. I know every time you're late, I'm like, he thinks he could eat.
He thinks he can just fucking
by 8
leave here
o'clock.
whenever. He thinks he could bike here in 5 minutes.
I do,
Yeah.
and I do.
yeah, that's
and
fair.
and I could have had time to stop,
Right.
get pizza, eat it, and then come.
Yeah.
I could have had that time, but I was like, I could fit this in there before right after work.
That's right.
Right in real quick.
Well, I also understand that sometimes you get caught late at work, and then that
does happen.
That's different.
Yeah,
and I understand that.
Okay, that makes me feel better about that.
But it's when you're not,
Yeah,
and you're still late, and I'm like,
however, I'm very good at before 8.
what do you mean?
We don't start at 8 like we were supposed to. However, I'm very good at getting here before the start time.
Yes, you're very good at getting here at 7:58 and getting ready to go before 8 o'clock.
Credit where credit is due. You know?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
What I'm saying?
I'm
cracking you up today.
I internalize
I'm nailing it, dude.
I internalize it, so it's fine. I push it down.
I know you do because then I ask every time I ask.
Well, yeah, because you get here
time
late.
I
every
ask.
time.
I'm not upset, and now we're having a fucking conversation. About it.
No,
That's
you
what
get
I'm
here
saying.
late
That's
every
what I'm
time. You're
noticing.
like, you mad? And I'm like, what do you want me to say? Because now we have to pod.
I want to go.
So I don't want to be like, yeah, I'm pissed, and then we have to talk for an hour.
I want you to go, yeah, I'm a bit upset. Could you get here earlier next time? I go, fuck, dude, I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm like a goldfish, dude.
But
I'll move
that's the
on.
thing is, I feel like I could tell you, I could say, hey, yeah, could you please get here sooner?
It wouldn't matter.
Yeah, I don't think it would change anything.
Okay. Like this conversation.
Next week, you show up late.
Comment down below if you think Lucas is wrong, and like if you think Aaron is wrong.
Well, I don't think there's a wrong. I don't think there's a wrong.
No, there
necessarily
is.
Here.
There is, and I want people to pick
I
fights
just
in the
think that
comments.
I have a different mindset of time than Lucas does.
No, quite literally. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
that's my diagnosis, in my opinion. Is I see time differently than other people,
Mm-hmm.
See, that makes you sound like a badass time lord.
and that's how I feel.
Jumper.
And that's the issue, Max. That's the issue.
You think you're slowing down the clock?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you're like the Flash. You're running so
Yeah.
fast that everyone else is like,
But really, everyone's like, "What is this?"
Yeah. Why is he in slow motion? Like I think I'm fast and
Yeah. No, but I do understand that I have a very high like fear of like being late, and that has always
very
affected
timely.
me. And
Very
I
timely.
don't like being late. That makes me really uncomfortable. But I also know that you don't think that way.
You've been very nice about it.
So I know that,
Thank you.
and I don't push on that because I don't want to push on that because I don't want to argue about it.
No, I'm not
Because
arguing.
if we argue about it, if you get here and I say something and then we do argue about it, that's another half hour before we start the pod.
that's
If I'm being,
Okay, well,
you are
that makes
very
sense from where your
pragmatic.
mind's at. From where your mind's
very
at, it makes sense.
pragmatic.
I'm like, wait, listen, then we won't be done till like 10, and then,
Yeah,
and
that's all.
then everyone comes out and talks, and that's another
Right,
3-5
right.
hours
Yeah,
of just
that's a
yapping that I'm not
real
involved
problem.
in.
Sure.
The fucking
Here's the thing. Change is possible.
Yeah, right, of course.
And that, that's
we have
something
to
think about.
imagine a better future in order to build it.
Right.
At
Exactly.
the end of the day.
Shout out Zoran.
My
and
man.
I can also imagine from your perspective, you don't want to babysit an adult man.
Listen, dude, I get it from your perspective. Like, I need to show up
I get that.
more.
No, I get that.
You
Yeah.
don't like babysitting a grown man. We got to meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I understand.
No, that makes sense.
It's like,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just,
We should find
I'm
out.
also not in the business of being like, because I think at one point I was so strong-willed that I would get like really angry about it.
That puts you in a bad mood for the pod, and then
not
the
only that,
audience
but, like-
suffers.
And that's an hour right there.
Yeah.
Right. But also like when I would get mad about it, I was like, well, I don't need to be pissed about it.
That's good. That's
You know?
healthy.
But
That's healthy.
I would appreciate it if you were here so we could start at 8.
I love to hear it. Jen, I love to hear it.
I love
And I'm glad
And I
I'm
love
glad
you.
I'm glad you're I love you too.
And I'm glad
I'm
you got
glad
here
that you're
Wow.
allowed. Thank you. I'm glad that you're able to let it go. Because that's what I get worried about. I get worried that you're stewing.
No, I don't stew. Once we start the show, I feel fine.
Okay. That makes me
Aaron,
feel
come
better.
on, you.
I'm just I get like
Used
I
to.
no, but like I get anxious and frustrated before the show because I'm like,
Hmm.
"Oh, like, oh, start." And also like when I'm getting ready,
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
shit
extraneous
happening, and
information
I'm like,
flooding in.
Do you,
You know?
do you start?
Dude.
Is that how you should start every show?
What? Yeah, no, I'm going like 100 miles an hour. because
You're going Eric Andre
I'm thinking-
intro.
yeah,
Breaking down the table. Yeah.
Who could have done this? Yeah, I go crazy when I'm setting up and when I'm like, because
Right.
there's just so much happening,
I get that. No, I get that. I mean,
and I'm
shared
trying to think
living
of things to
space.
talk about.
Right.
While
right.
we're airing grievances, when am I getting a fucking SM7B? And when do I get to hook my little cord?
Max, tell the people right now, buy merch.
Buy
Su-
merch,
subscribe
donate to the
Patreon.
Patreon. I fucking support the Patreon. Why the fuck aren't you supporting the Patreon?
Right.
Do you really?
Yeah, I pay $2 a month, bitch. That's
Yeah.
double what you guys are asking.
That's
Yeah.
really nice.
That's
I really
huge.
appreciate that.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
dude.
it's one of five patrons.
And guess what? All those $2 in a couple of years will have enough to buy a 3-channel focus,
Right.
right?
Right.
That's investment.
So again, and I brought this up on the pod the other day where I was like, if you want us to not have an echo, please just give us more money.
Give us
Pay for-
money.
Pay for a fucking shirt.
Boy, a shirt.
Fine. No, but are we okay?
No, we're fine.
Are we
No,
good?
we're 100% fine.
we good?
And,
You guys are outstanding.
What? I'll work on it. I'll
Okay.
work on it.
No, I
hard.
appreciate
I'll
that.
Don't
work-
make
I'll work
false
on it harder.
promises.
I'll tell you straight up if I'm pissed with you being late.
I would like that.
Okay.
Honestly, I would if you can be like, come on, I'm past it, but come on,
Lucas, in my experience,
I'd be like, that's okay.
in my experience, you are very, very good at taking criticism.
Thank you. I
It's a
appreciate
very good trait. Most people cannot handle even the lightest, most mild, normal criticism. But I feel
that.
like
yeah,
if
People
Aaron was
struggle
like,
with
"Dude, can you please stop being late?" You'd be like, "Yeah, "Okay, sorry." You know what I mean? I
just-
feel like
I'd
you're
move
good.
on.
Yeah.
I'd move on. What I hate, what I can't do. Do you know why I act that way?
Why?
Is because I can't stand like knowing that someone's pissed for a while
Mm.
and like being like,
And-
what's
And
going
they're
on?
not saying
Mm.
anything.
They're not
That's-
saying anything.
That's passive
That's fair.
aggressive
and that's
shit.
and
yeah,
that's
I hate that.
and that's why I'm like if I make an
Excuse me.
inviting atmosphere, we can just get the fuck over with.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
know?
Right.
Mhm.
We
No,
can,
that's fair.
we can move on.
Yeah. No, okay. I'll be better about
Yeah.
that. I usually just don't
Which-
bring it up because I'm like, not worth it.
Yeah,
But-
which I can tell you move past it. Like I
Yeah.
don't feel upset like you're holding it in or anything. I could tell, but
I don't think I hold things in very well. So
you don't.
Everybody
I'm pretty
thinks
sure
they
if
hold.
I'm pissed, people know
Thinks
I'm
they
mad.
hold things in, and they don't.
Yeah.
they just think they're holding things
Right.
in.
Yeah.
What's happening? You're holding it in, and it's leaking out of the edges, out of
It's
the
a leak,
crevices. You know? It's leaking like
But it does
toxic
I mean,
waste.
I mean, it does. Like
Yeah.
you hold something in, then I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't do things you don't mean.
Yeah.
But I love a loving nudge of come on. I love you. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think
That's
I appreciate
great.
that too. Like
Yeah.
if someone's like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this?"
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh, okay." I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, you're right.
And it also takes that's a moment of like reflection for the self of like when someone, says that to you.
Mm.
Like if someone's like, "Hey, like come on." To me, I'm like my first reaction is like, "What?"
Yeah, right.
But
yeah,
then
here we
my,
go.
but then I'm like, "Oh, wait a minute.
my brain's a
I
steel
could
trap,
have been
dude.
in the wrong."
My brain's a steel trap. Anytime anyone puts any criticism in, I attack them. And I go, fuck you, I'm right. I slam closed. Steel trap.
Max is on a heater today. I'll
Max,
say it.
Max, you're killing them.
Any normal valid criticism, boom! You're getting fucking attacked. You're getting smashed.
You're a bad person. You're
You're
a bad person.
I fucking hate you. I never loved you.
You're not.
We're not friends anymore.
Yeah,
You
Matt.
have
So
four
we got to
morons.
talk after this, but that's going to be a not.
Okay, what about?
that's
Yeah,
not
no,
on the pod thing.
Okay,
I'll talk to you outside.
Okay, that's fine.
We'll get there. I have
Yeah.
one last thing to bring up.
Sure, go
I
ahead.
didn't mean to make this a emotional thing.
Yeah. No, that's okay. I don't feel emotional. I feel like this is a productive conversation.
It feels like men speaking.
Mhm.
You know.
Right.
You know. Men.
Yes, Matt.
That is
Well,
the
Matt.
podcast.
I have a treat.
Oh. Yes,
and
please.
I would love for you both to try it.
What are you pulling out of your little sack of joy here?
Oh. I don't know.
So I might have brought this up before, but I don't think I have.
Mm.
I think I told Max about it. So an issue you're going to run into with celiacs
Mhm.
is a lot of gum has gluten. believe it or not. It doesn't have it in it, but like I was saying before with the oatmeal, they'll coat the gum in flour
Oh, okay.
to prevent it from sticking together.
Oh, that's what that white stuff.
that film.
Oh,
that
okay,
film
okay,
is,
got
it's
it.
flour.
Okay,
I found out today. Again, thinking about you, bro.
thank you. Appreciate that.
That's nice.
I ordered this for a completely different reason,
Okay.
but I found out there's a lot of plastics in gum. I didn't want to add any more microplastics to my body.
Fair.
Plastic.
I get it.
Yeah. Did you know that gum is made of plastic? Almost all gum is plastic. It's not awful. It's not all like the base is plastic.
Wow. That's
so
awesome.
when you swallow gum, you're just eating
petroleum.
plastic.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
But there are non-plastic gums, obviously, and you can buy them and they're more expensive. And I have been buying them and they're delicious.
Xanthan gum.
Exactly. Oh, he knows. Actually, that's spot on.
That's a food additive.
It's good for your teeth.
What? Okay, sorry. I don't want to. Okay,
what
you
is-
do
wait,
your
no,
thing.
I'm
do your
thinking
thing.
of something else.
What's
Xanthan gum
happening?
is a food thickener.
I'm thinking of
Okay.
something else.
You're
completely.
thinking of-
We're
you're
thinking
thinking
of
of
different
thick
things.
water.
Okay, yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
But there is something with an X in it that does that. This is an all natural gum,
Okay.
but it's not your standard gum. This is called mastic gum.
Okay.
Yeah, I know about this.
You know about mastic gum?
Yeah, I
What?
do.
It's tree sap. It's from Greece.
Ooh,
Do you eat it?
chippies.
Yeah, and you put it in your mouth and you chew it, and it's like gum, but it's not sweet. It's piney. Tastes like pine.
Oh, that sounds good. Is it gonna get stuck in my teeth?
No,
Okay.
Am I gonna hate this?
that's what we're here to find out. And
Very
Wait, how
curious
much of it
about
do you-
this.
so here, I'll show you.
Does it work like gum?
Yeah,
Like really? Like
it's as once you get it going, because it takes like a minute to like work it.
yeah, this looks like little stones.
Yeah.
It's actually gravel, bitch. You just got pranked.
Yeah, this is-
Just crack my
you
teeth.
could put a couple pieces in your mouth, and you have to start working it. And after about a minute, it's just gum. But I have to warn you, at first, it does not feel like gum. You ready?
Yep. Does not feel like gum.
I gotta try some of this.
This is Grecian, you said?
Yeah. Grecian. It can be a little crumbly. That's normal. Give it some time. Work it. Work it back in. It's good for the jawline, they say.
This is crazy.
He's struggling.
This truly does taste like. It just tastes like tree sap.
Yeah, it tastes like what pine smells like. He's actually. I can't tell if you're acting.
This is terrible.
It is truly flavorless.
This was your gift.
It's
to
very
me?
mild.
Huh?
This was your gift.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is my treat. Yeah, you're welcome.
This is really nice of you.
But what do you think?
The amount of saliva this is producing is unreal.
Honestly,
Oh,
this is like
Lucas.
That gross?
This is hard.
Yeah, it's a little tougher than regular gum. It's
they
good
got
for your
rid of
stomach.
they got rid of all the crap and gum I don't care for.
Hell yeah, brother.
It's all right.
Mint?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They have mint version?
No.
Okay, cool.
What sucks? What don't you like about it? What's tough
It
about it?
tastes like tree.
It kind of tastes like nothing. It's so
It's
mild.
hard.
The lack of flavor is a little jarring coming from like cinnamon gum or like mint gum.
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
It's
when you
truly
have that.
almost nothing.
Can't blow a bubble from it. Don't
no
like that.
bubbles. No bubbles from
Don't
this.
like that one bit.
What? See, but I kind of agree with you. I'm kind of in the middle though. I think there's sometimes too much of that flavor.
You hear
Yeah.
that? Hard.
What's gross about it?
The
It's a
texture,
flavor?
the texture
flavor.
is like already chewed gum.
Yeah.
The
feels
texture
like-
is like gum after like 6
Yep,
hours.
Yep. I pulled this off the subway and ate it.
Okay. Well,
That's what I'm feeling.
I've tried that, and this is not what that tastes like.
And it looks like gum.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy?
What the hell?
Mastic gum, more like mass.
You're done.
He's done.
You're done.
You're done.
That's
Max,
it,
shut it off. Max. Well, thanks for this gift. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
it
very
was
kind of
interesting.
Yeah, feel free to
It's been a
throw it
very
out.
healing pod.
I
Yeah.
agree.
We cried. We laughed.
Us with our diagnoses.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you. I'm happy for you too.
Thank you. Max, I'm happy for yours.
Thank you.
I love you guys.
It's not a real diagnosis,
I love you
but
too.
it's okay.
I love you both.
I
I
mean,
love you guys. Yeah. Nice chatting.
be in this moment with me. I mean it.
Could you stop chewing your gum, please? Trying to be in a.
Trying to focus. Be sure to like and subscribe, everyone.
And yeah, thanks for listening. Please subscribe, follow us on our social media,
Patreon,
Patreon,
t-shirt,
t-shirts.
and we're gonna start a GoFundMe for Aaron. Make him better.
Thanks.
We've raised almost $40 so far.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.